Previously on Tales of Arise, the party went to the mausoleum and discovered Nazamil had an incomplete sovereign brand. After a boss fight with a familiar foe, the party reassured Nazamil that they would continue to accept her. Also, the party took out some optional gigant Zeugles, including one that was created by Almadria. The road that was blocked by the landslide has been cleared. You can also get to Viscint from here. But we cannot go on that road where we first spot Volron. It'll instantly skip us to Viscint.
We've arrived. This is Viscint, where Dahnans and Renans live as equals.
Equals? Even me?
Yes, I personally guarantee it.
I know it's hard to believe after Nies. We felt the same way when we first arrived.
It may do you some good to observe the city while we're on our way to visit Droshin.
Who's that?
He looks after everyone who just moved here. He'll help with all the procedures you need to go through.
You might as well check the place out. You can decide whether to live here after that.
Okay.
Is it your first time in Viscint, Nazamil?
Yes. I always tried to avoid getting too close to cities.
Then how'd you end up in Nies?
I happened to be nearby when the worlds merged. I didn't know what was happening, so I fled there for shelter.
You know, Kisara, I've learned a lot traveling with you.
Oh? About what in particular?
Cooking. Getting to finally cook together again after so long has made me realize just how amazing a chef you really are. I need to take the opportunity to watch you at work again while I still have the chance.
Your cooking already has everyone coming back for seconds. I don't think there's anything left to teach you.
Oh, but there is. Not only do you season things perfectly every time, but your movements are so quick and precise. Compared to you, I'm just a novice. I hope you don't mind if I swipe a few of your techniques.
You've really gotten into cooking, huh, Shionne?
Though, as usual, she still buys a ridiculous amount of ingredients.
There's no such thing as too many ingredients. And can you blame me for wanting to try out every new recipe we find?
I can relate. Trade between realms has flourished within this past year, and with it, the availability of exotic ingredients. It's the same in Viscint. The people there have been experimenting with food that incorporates a wider array of flavors.
You're telling me brand new gourmet cuisine is being invented all over the world? I want to try making and eating all of it.
Eating the food is one thing, but isn't it hard finding and learning a bunch of new recipes like that?
Yeah, you make a good point. In the past, Kisara has always been there to help me, but I'm not so sure it would be as easy on my own.
In that case, I'll put in the effort to learn some new recipes myself. That way I can teach you the next time we meet.
You will?
Of course. I'm not one to back down from a new cooking challenge. And besides, I really do appreciate your faith in me.
Why don't we all just go to Kisara's every once in a while? You teach the rest of us too, right?
Cooking classes with Kisara? I think I'd like to join in on that.
Very well. I'll take on all of you.
Are you gonna teach us? Or are you gonna fight us?
If there's anything you don't understand about Viscint or Menancia, I can explain. Changing climate. Menancia was blessed with warm weather and rich soil, so it's always been great for crops and livestock. The same can still be said. It's no exaggeration to say that Menancia feeds the entire world. However, recently there's been reports that harvests have fallen in comparison to past years. According to researchers, it's probably an effect of the merging of the world. It may be beyond our control, but it's still a difficult problem. If there's anything you don't understand, okay. Immigrants. Menancia remains the most fertile area and the easiest place to live, even after the world's emerged. Plus, there's no end to the people who want to move here, both Dahna and Renan. However, the reality is that many are merely after its affluence and are actually opposed to our ideals of coexistence. It's difficult because we can't just compromise our ideals and accept everyone. If there's anything you don't understand about Viscint or Menancia, I can explain. Government. The government is composed of an assembly of citizens of Viscint. Security is handled by service corps with an assembly approval. The laws apply to all regardless of race. Abilities are recognized as no more than personal traits after all. We are first and foremost Menancians, not Dahnans or Renans. If there's anything you don't understand about Viscint or Menancia, I can explain. Okay, Dohalim. He's no longer a lord, but we all still adore him. We still keep a room for him in the palace, and he's an honorary member of the assembly. But he's busy with his duties as in Pelesian, so he hasn't been back here much lately. If there's anything you don't understand about Viscint or Menancia, I can explain. Gold Dust Cats. The ones that used to be an underground organization, now we've merged into the service corps. Their leader was Zeugle, right? Lately there are both Dahnans and Renans among the new recruits. If there's anything you don't understand about Viscint or Menancia, I can explain. Okay. When you need directions, just do this and they'll pop right up. Wow, it may be simple for Renan like you, but it ain't so easy for me. I see. Okay, try this. Put your hand on the screen, give it a flick to the right, and swipe up.
This city feels gentle somehow.
Well, it has always been a fertile land, but maybe the close relationships between residents play a bigger role.
So they get along well?
1-2-1-2. Tending the plants is hard work. But it's way more fun if we all do it together. I wonder why. What am I doing, you ask? I tend to the flower beds and keep the city looking pretty and to soothe the hearts of visitors. It's one of the many things we do to protect the society that Miguel wanted to protect, a society in which Dahnans and Renans can coexist. Horse meat. Have you adjusted to life here yet? Yes, completely. Thanks to you, all of you, of course. It must be difficult to uproot and move to such a foreign place as this. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask.
Okay, who's gonna
Penumbra Stone.
be it next? No astral arts allowed. Hey, I'm no cheater.
We're playing tag. No grown-ups allowed. Grown-ups are too fast.
Does it strike you as odd for Renan and Dahnan children to play together?
I'm not sure. I never played with kids my age, but I could tell that those children don't care who's Renan and who's Dahnan.
I'm transferring food to Nia's. It's been dangerous since we were doing it with only a few people. But recently there's been offers from Renans who want to help out, apparently. We've been risking our lives to transport food, so our offers really mean a lot. This is Viscint, capital of Menancia. We only allow people to move here to accept our values of coexistence. That's why our city is so peaceful. Orange gel. Up ahead are training grounds. The worlds may have merged, but you can still train here same as ever. I hear they've got tougher training than before. Challenge it if you dare. Oh man. I have to relearn everyone. What the? You two are still here? The heck? How the heck is Kirito still here? What the?
Hey, that's a neat piece of gear you got there.
Huh? Oh, you mean the blazing sword?
That thing's badass. I know a rare weapon when I see one.
Why are you acting like we met for the first time? Do I have to challenge you again just to learn your mystic art again? Oh no.
Please excuse him.
The trainee fight. They're level 72. No, it's recommended level 25 still. So I can probably just kill them. Yes. Okay, let's just take on a trainee fight and just to get the elixir. And swordsman's memories. Okay. Get it over with.
Ready, Kirito?
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
But next time I fight them, they'll be at the max level. Huh. But I don't plan doing it again. Because that would require me to grind everything up again. Plus, last time I had the devil arms on my side. This time I don't. Okay, now I get the Swordsman's Memories artifact so I can change Alpha's Mystic Art. But it only works once per battle and cannot be activated while fighting these two, obviously. You know, slowly return to my original power.
I sense a strange power from this.
That's strange. Blazing Pillar and Scarlet Inferno have 100 usage already, but not Cosmic Ensemble. Still have to hold 2 buttons, but yeah, the requirements are easier compared to Blazing Pillar at least. The city does not belong to any one person, it belongs to everyone who lives here. That is why we, trusted by the people, protect this piece of our lives. My grandson is doing great thanks to the vegetables I bought from you. Thank you. That's great here. Hope we can have your continued patronage.
Maybe I shouldn't say this, but it's always such a relief to come back here.
I know what you mean. Being on edge all the time is exhausting.
Drinking together like this really makes you realize it doesn't matter where you're Dahnan or Renan. For sure, it may even be time to think of a new name to replace Dahnan and Renan. I know, it's way past time. How about Menancian? Oh, I like that. It's familiar yet fits perfectly.
Both the Dahnans and Renans do look really happy.
Of course, there's still the odd dispute, but that happens in any large city.
Can't believe something so sad has happened in Menancia too. Those who are robbed of their physical form are memorialized here, not for the past, but for the future. This memorial is dedicated to those who disappeared in the lake beneath the quarry. It's also a reminder to not repeat past mistakes. Access to the quarry is prohibited. There's been an influx of people into the city recently, so I'm standing guard to be safe. That's a shame, because the first room, I think, actually has some good mining points. No one's allowed beyond this point. The merging of the worlds caused the path through Gillan Wood to collapse. Just the other day, a cat wandered in and caused a huge mess. Not even a cat is getting past me now. Good luck of that. Oh, grab some mushrooms. Hey soldier, shouldn't you be working? Looks like everyone's training at the bottom of the stairs. I don't know what it's like in other countries, but here in Menancia, everything's peaceful. Plus the gold dust cats in Menancia guard merchant to the service corps. Doesn't make the slightest difference if I'm there or not. We can't have soldiers skipping out on their jobs, but whatever, have a drink. I know I can count on you in an emergency. You can't be on duty all the time, right? Good point. You should have another drink too.
Renan and Dahnan soldiers fight alongside each other?
You mean the service corps? Well, they don't fight so much as protect people.
Regardless of whether they're Renan or Dahnan?
Yes. Anyone who shares our ideal of coexistence is welcome here.
Service Corps, what do we stand for? 1. Our ideal of coexistence. 2. Being the citizen's shield. 3. Protecting the dream we all share.
A red one. I'm working diligently to serve the people every day so Captain Kisara doesn't get mad.
You're an instructor, Kisara?
I am. They wanted me for my experience in the previous conflict.
Yikes, I bet she's super strict.
Indeed. Apparently her recruits have nicknamed her the Demon.
Where could Droshin be?
Ominous eyeball.
What did you find?
Everywhere's selling monster parts, and also sells the equipment we found in the ruins in case we somehow missed a chest. I heard Dahnan entered a structure discovered near Niaz. Some say it looks like a Renan building, but the Renans don't understand what the structure is either. I think there's a lot of Renans who don't want Dahnans going in there. Talking about that quest I completed? Oh, item. Mantid Claw. Less actual mantids I have to fight, the better. Chicken.
And that's what he said. Can you believe that?
Come on, you've got to be kidding me.
Gramps say the world has changed a lot, so I'm glad our city is as safe as ever. Yeah, there must be people out there somewhere working as hard as they can to protect the peace. Well, that's true. I hope I can make them someday.
It's true. This really is a masterpiece.
How come you're able to live together?
Huh? Why wouldn't we?
Because Renans and Dahnans are so different.
Well, we do have our differences. I can use astral arts, for example, while he, as a Dahnan, cannot. But my friend here can move much faster than me, and he has a splendid singing voice.
Well, your sculptures are beautiful enough to adorn the palace.
There's more to appreciate in our differences than find fault in.
Plus, differences in our individual abilities mean little in the course of day-to-day life.
I don't understand.
Well, we certainly take a different approach around here. I could see it being confusing if you're not used to it.
It looks to me like you're friends with Lord Dohalim. Maybe you could talk to him as well. Lord Dohalim is the only reason we're able to live like this in the first place. It's all thanks to him.
Really?
That is what they say. What do you think, Nazamil? Are you starting to see how things work around here?
I can see that Renans and Dahnans get along with each other, even if I still don't understand why.
In the past, I used to desperately keep my guard up around Dahnans, but I can't imagine doing that now. We're meant to see as first and foremost. That comes before being Dahnan or Renan.
Could you see yourself living here?
Yeah. I think I'd feel safe here.
Good. Then all that's left is to meet with Droshin.
Lord Dohalim, and the rest of our heroes. If you'd given me more warning, I'd have prepared a better welcome.
That is not necessary. I no longer rule Menancia, after all.
More importantly, we have a request.
I'd be happy to do anything in my power, of course.
This is Nazamil. We'd like you to arrange for her to be able to live here.
Understood?
Aren't you going to ask if I'm Renan or Dahnan?
They'll ask during the formal procedures. Not that it matters much. There is one thing that matters, however. Whether or not you agree with this realm's ideals. Well, what do you say? Can you interact with those different from yourself without prejudice?
I'm not sure yet, but I think it's nice that the Renans and Dahnans here don't fight.
That's good enough for me. There is a screening process, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Recently, many Dahnans and Renans have tried to move here for our realm's abundance, yet they take issue with our principle of coexistence. That's why I'm more than prepared to defend our ideals. Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself. A room at Autelina Palace will be provided until she has her official residence.
At the palace? Not at the inn?
It's a good way to make use of our many spacious rooms. The palace is now public property, after all. We'll show her the way there.
I appreciate that. Oh, by the way, Lagiel was wondering when you'd be coming back.
Lagiel? Understood. I'll go check on her later.
Don't Alphen and the others also live here?
Only Kisara and Rinwell at the moment. Alphen and Shionne are always traveling.
Oh, I see.
What is it, Nazamil?
Nothing.
I believe that the young prospective immigrants who are not bound by old values will be the future of the city.
Kisara and Dohalim, living together in the palace, huh?
I myself am simply being provided a room.
By who? Kisara?
What did you just say?
My job is to make the entrance of Autelina Palace sparkle without a speck of dust. This entrance hall is the face of the palace. I must clean it well. Wheat. Lemon.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's not...
Say, when are we really going to build our house? Our home will take some time to build, my boy. We have a little choice whether to remain here until the work is done.
Well...
Hey, question. How come it'll take so much time? That's a special structure, not just a run-of-the-mill house. That's why we moved here from Pelesian. Well, we were also drawn here by Menancia's ideal of coexistence, of course.
Oh, yeah?
Deconstruction, you say. How so? It's an institution for instructing youth. I intend to live and work there as a teacher. I wanted to build a place where Renan and Dahnan children alike can receive an education.
Great!
What a wonderful idea, and you came all the way to Viscint to do that. Indeed, a Renan woman already teaches children in the library in the city, after all. With her help and insight, I believe I can establish a schoolhouse of some merit. Are there really that many kids out there who even want to study? One's right here, and plenty of our kids in town say they wanted to learn too.
Law?
It sounds like a good opportunity. Why don't you join them, Law? No, I'm good, thanks. We will do more than just book learning. I intend to offer exercise that strengthen the body. You seem quite hale and hearty. I'm sure you would receive good marks in such a curriculum. You think so? If it's just workouts we're talking about, I guess I could give it a shot. Unfortunately, the road to my goal is a long one. Building accommodating many children requires materials exceeding the current supply. More people are looking to immigrate to Viscint, but we don't even have enough materials for normal homes. Indeed, we're especially low on Zeugle parts. These are invaluable for teaching the risks and weaknesses of Zeugles, yet I cannot get them. Help gather.
Yes!
that case, we can gather the Zeugle parts for you. Having a place where children can learn is important. We should hurry. Surely you would do that for me? Sure, you need it for the kiddies, right? Leave it to us. You're my sincere thanks. I leave the matter in your capable hands. Fetch quest.
About it.
Hold up, we already have plenty of those parts. Why don't I just give them to him? Deliver.
How's this?
Here, you can just take these. Oh, thank you. This is enough for construction, with teaching materials to spare.
You did it!
Yay, ain't that great, Teach? Wait, Teach, you two aren't related? We're not. Trubus, this child is Dahnan. I took him under my wing after he lost his parents.
I guess...
A Renan raising a Dahnan. I may have reacted the same ones. I was raised in Langus and looked down on the Dahnan people. But I met this child in Palace and started teaching him as a way to pass the time. As I did, my way of thinking changed. In him, I witnessed a perspicacity I never seen before, even among Ren children. I said I wanted to come here with Teach because I wanted to learn more from him. I realize there are no inferior humans. There are children who are eager to learn, regardless of our Renan or Dahnan. And that's what you decide to when you decide to make a place where anyone can get an education. Precisely. Palace is still full of prejudice, but an era of greater equality pervades Viscint. That said, where I should succeed here, I would like to build similar schools in other cities such as Palace.
Right.
That's wonderful of you. If there's anything I can do to help, just say a word. I could teach some techniques from Zeugle defense to basic housekeeping, even how to fish. What fortuitous offerings, I would be ever so grateful to accept.
Kisara.
Kisara's a natural-born teacher. She has a real knack for it. Don't be too harsh on little tykes, though. You know what they call you in the service corps? They call me something. Not to your face, sure. The drill instructor from hell, I believe it was.
Law?
Law, nice to students who show a modicum of respect. As for delinquents... Hey, hold on, don't shoot the messenger.
I think you'd make a good school teacher, Kisara. When you taught me how to cook, your explanations were really easy to understand.
I bet you'd be a hit with kids, too. That is, if you can manage to not be the demon in this situation as well.
What was that, Law?
Nothing, Miss Kisara.
We'll have a splendid school soon, thanks to you. I can't wait to have lessons that match its grandiose outward appearance. I'm gonna help you out while I study, Teach. It'd be sure be nice to get some more schoolmates. It takes hours for Ramaz to stop talking once they start. I'm so bored. Well, fancy meeting you here. Well, what a surprise. You heard about the new shop? I heard it's got quite a selection of goods, including some rare stuff. Oh, I hadn't heard. Where is it exactly? Pepper. Sea bream.
I can't wait to start making our meal.
Ooh, we having something new to eat?
Yep, now that we have all the ingredients.
Beef. Apple. I guess everything. Milk. Elixir. A lot.
Got your face stuck in a book as usual, huh? What kind of stuff do you read anyway?
All sorts of things. Ancient accounts, histories. Just recently, I was reading a book about astral arts.
So what's the point? Does this, make your astral arts stronger?
No. I just read because I like to learn. Though, it is also helpful for my research.
Research?
For example, I'm looking into whether it's possible to combine Dahnan magic with Renan astral arts. I'm also interested in the mausoleums and Dahna's past.
Okay, I'll admit I'm not totally following. But, is there a purpose to this research? Like a goal?
A purpose? Well, I guess there is something I'd like to try someday. I want to try writing my own book, instead of just reading what others have written.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. What kind of book do you want to write?
I have several ideas I've been thinking about, but most of all, I'd like to write about Dahnan magic. Leave as much of my knowledge behind as possible, you know? And also, if there are any other Dahnans out there who can use magic, like me, maybe that book could help me find them.
Wow, you've really thought this through. You're amazing, you know that?
What's gotten into you? I'll have you know that flattery won't get you anywhere.
Law is correct. all the knowledge you've gained on Dahnan magecraft would be lost if not made manifest. That book would serve as a guiding light to scholars for generations to come.
You're gonna embarrass me if you keep talking like that. It's no big deal. I just like to study, that's all.
I know what you mean. Whether books or art, there is an indescribable, fragrant allure to those things that have traversed the ages.
Yeah. Who doesn't like the smell of old books?
Yeah, totally! They do smell, yummy, don't they?
What? La, please don't eat my books.
My heart races at the very thought of you. Please understand how I feel. You may be sick. Should I call a doctor? Damn, it's been nearly a year of this. How do I get her to understand? There were hardly any books on magic, but I was able to find a few on astral energy and astral arts. Understanding logic is super difficult, but I'll ask you if there's anything I don't get. There's this one girl who's been borrowing books frequently this past year. Watching her reading eagerly motivates me too. There's a lot of borrowing and lending of books here, so it's important to keep records. This passage here is an excerpt from a classic piece, so in this case it can be interpreted like this. I see, I understand now. Thank you so much for taking the time to teach us. My pleasure. It pleases me to see you continuing to learn and coming to understand challenging literature. Salmon. Sheep. What? The format is unique, but it seems to be a ledger of the ranch near Viscint. Huh. Taming Water 2nd Edition. I'm in Viscint because since I had relatives here, but I'm having a hard time adjusting myself. I prefer to spend my time in quiet peace, but the people living here are quite lively. Being in corners like this is somewhat calming. 2,000 gold.
What did you find?
I've been told to wait here, so that's what I'm doing. How much longer do I have to kill time like this? If possible, I hope there's a garden in the place I'm moving to, even if it's a small one. I was thinking of building a garden for growing some vegetables. Well, that's lovely. I like to grow some flowers. I prefer fruits. Sheep meat. At my age, I'm not interested in living in a big fancy house. I just want to settle down somewhere and live in peace as soon as I can. Do you happen to know where Lord Dohalim's room is? It's for business purposes, okay? I think it will help a lot of people by learning how to prepare medicine, so I want to share and spread this knowledge with young people as well. That's great. I want to teach children how to read and write too. I'm sure it'll be useful in the future. We're alive today thanks to Lord Dohalim. We should never forget what he did for us. We can't just keep depending on his generosity forever. We have to stand on our own feet and take charge of our lives. I know, you've told me 1,000 times. Rice. You sure it's okay to take off your armor? It's not too long till the shift change. Still can't get used to it. It feels like I'm trapped inside. Yeah, they look way smaller outside of their armor, huh? 2,500.
What's this thing?
Oh, dude, don't sneak up on me like that. Dark Mane. The ownership of the treasury collection has been transferred to the citizens in accordance with the law, but now it's left here because we don't have any use for it. Gold Gel. Omega Elixir. After the merging of the Twin Worlds, the Eldimancia Garden Gold Dust Cats joined in the city and formed the Service Corps. Being a ragtag group, there was some confusion, but we're all united in our goal to protect the citizenry. Strawberry. Dark Mane. Grape gel.
What's this doing here?
Pineapple gel. Back room is being used by representatives of the residents to discuss the future of our country. I can enter, even in the middle of a meeting. The number of people who wish to immigrate to amnesiac continues to grow. It's an honor to be chosen, but we can't keep accepting people ad infinitum. But I can't just turn away those who come to our country with nowhere else to go. Representatives are getting together to talk about what people want and how to reflect it in politics. Next, about prospective immigrants. I'm willing to accept the immigration of those who follow the city's ideals. The question is where to provide their homes. I'd like to discuss and decide altogether. Maintaining public order is of course important, but I feel that budget should be focused on economy-boosting measures going forward. The Zeugles are roaming the roads more, and more strangers are passing through, some of whom will get up to no good. If you slash budgets allocated to safety and security, the citizens are the ones who will suffer. Kisara is in Viscint as the captain of the service corps, and Lord Dohalim is in Legion serving as a mediator for the Renan refugees. I know it's none of my business, but there seems to be no progress in their relationship at all. I just want Kisara to be happy. So we can't go in the room yet. No, I'm sorry, but we're still getting it ready. We should be finished at any moment, though. Alright, thank you. There you have it. Let's keep waiting in the palace.
What is there to do for fun in this palace when you want to kill some time?
I suppose you could read a book in the library.
Or compose a poem, perhaps. That can really make the hours fly by.
How about going to the courtyard? It'll be easier that way if someone comes calling.
This is a room where prospective immigrants to Menancia stay. There are several rooms like this in Autelina Palace where people can temporarily stay until a new residence is found.
So, you like that flower, huh?
The Rose of Unity. It's said to be a symbol of Rena and Dahna becoming one. Is that why you like it?
It's a flower that's neither Renan nor Dahnan. I guess it reminds me of myself. And yet, it grows everywhere. How can you be so calm about everything, Alphen?
What? You mean about being the Sovereign?
When I was in Niez... No, not just then. In other places too. I heard that the Blazing Sword is Rena's enemy. Its destroyer. Dahnans think so too. They look at you differently. Like you're something apart from them. How can you be okay with all that?
It's not like I don't have feelings. Nazimil, are you scared of me?
It's true that together we did overthrow Renan rule. But we didn't do so out of malice, or because we were trying to hurt people. Please believe that.
I do. From the very beginning, when we first met, both of you have tried to help me. The daughter of a lord, half Dahnan, a test subject. Finding out more about who I am didn't change anything in your eyes. You still protected me without prejudice. It was the first time I experienced that, and it was nice. So because of that, I wanted to say, thank you.
I should be the one thanking you.
Huh?
I didn't want anyone to get unfairly hurt. And when it seemed like they would, I vowed to use all my power to protect them. That's what I've been fighting for. So in the end, hearing your view on things makes it all feel worthwhile. Thank you.
Sure.
We can't always have our actions understood by others, even when we believe we're doing the right thing. What you said is very encouraging.
People tend to judge others based on birth or background rather than what they've actually done. Everyone has their own assumptions. Though the world has changed, people's hearts and minds don't change so easily. Even so,
What should I do? I want to help you, Alphen. I want to be useful. What should I do?
Oh. That's,
Hey, you guys! The room's ready!
Right. Got it. Let's go. We can discuss this more later.
Okay.
Well, let's head to your room.
You can stay as long as you want, Nazamil. No one will bother you here.
Right.
It's a pretty over-the-top name for a flower when you stop and think about it.
I believe Dohalim is the one who came up with the name.
The flower appeared after the merging of the worlds, so I'd hoped it could serve as a symbol of reconciliation.
Until we find an official residence for you, this will be your home, Nazamil.
Guess this is where we say goodbye then. It won't be the same without you.
We'll be sure to stop by when we're in Viscint.
Okay.
Nazamil, we have something for you.
This is the charm from the ruins?
That's right. The good luck charm you give to someone special.
We all helped fix it up a little.
I know you said you don't have anyone special, but you're special to all of us. We thought this could be a reminder when you need it.
But Really?
Of course. Think of it as a sign of our friendship, and a promise that we'll meet again.
Basically, we're friends now.
Friends. My very own friends. Just like me.
It looks good on you.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon, Nazamil.
Okay.
Nazamil left. I'll take good care of the charm.
I'm happy that things worked out for Nazamil.
Yeah, I'm glad there's a place like Viscint where she can feel safe.
Everything turned out all right.
Indeed. I suppose our meeting was serendipity.
Wasn't Lagiel that lady from the Gold Dust Cats?
She's a member of the Service Corps now, just like me. If she's looking for me, that means...
She's got a problem, huh?
Right. She's often near the inn. Let's check there first.
Training grounds. The difficulty is fixed to normal and items are not allowed. Wait, was that always the case? I thought hard mode did affect things. Really? Huh. I must have misremembered it. If it's locked to normal mode all the time. Someone from Legion said he'd like to open a school. I'm thrilled to hear it. That would greatly improve the children's education.
Kisara! I'm so glad you're back. We could use your help.
Something wrong, Lagiel?
Yeah, a Zeugle. It's been attacking Pharia Ranch.
The ranch. That's quite a serious problem.
It is?
As you are already aware, the balance of the astral energy in each region has been equalizing ever since the merging of the twin worlds.
As a side effect, harvests in Menancia have been on the decline. That means any problems with food production can easily lead to crisis.
In other words, you're saying it's vital to protect the fields and the ranch, right?
Wait, what about the Service Corps? Isn't it their duty to take care of Zeugles?
Oh, we've tried. Many times. But somehow, each time we get overpowered. That's why I'm coming to you for help, Kisara.
Understood. Tell the Corps I'll take care of it. While I'm away, you all stay in the city and...
You really can't break old habits, can you? Rely more on those around you.
But this is...
We need to make extra sure that the food resources are safe.
That's all the motive we need. Come on, Kisara.
Thanks.
Be careful. That Zeugle really does pop up out of nowhere.
Oh no. Could be that one.
The twin worlds left Zeugles scattered all over. This has caused no end of trouble.
I wonder why Renans lost the ability to control them.
In hindsight, our control was likely only made possible by Lenegis.
Is it gonna be that chameleon one that just turns invisible? They say it disappears in and out of nowhere, so that's the only explanation. That form is a lifeline for Viscint. I'm counting on you.
Huh?
What is it, Law?
I just got a kinda strange feeling.
Everything looks okay to me.
Was it just my imagination?
Law?
Shh, I hear something moving.
What is it? Zeugles?
Couldn't it be just a mouse or something?
I don't think so, but I'm not sure what it is. Let's flush it out by force.
Wait!
Nazamil?
You followed us? Did something happen in the city?
No, I just didn't want to be left there.
Are you saying you'd rather live on your own outdoors than in a city?
It's not that. I just...
You want to come with us, don't you?
Yes.
All right.
Are you sure about this? After all, it's not like we'll never see each other again. And it's so much safer in Viscint.
That's true, but we all know the pain of being alone, don't we?
Well, yeah, but...
She does have the ability to disappear at will. If something happens, she can use that to hide herself.
Can you promise you'll do that, Nazamil?
Yes, I promise.
Then it's decided.
Join the party. Again.
Haven't been to the ranch in a while. Wonder if they're all doing okay.
So, you like animals?
Like isn't the right word. They're his best friends.
They are not!
Crops grow in abundance. Nothing makes me happier than putting my astral arts to good use. Look, I got these muscles from farm work. But something came up, so I can't put my muscles to use. The old woman near her house has details. Milk. Does that mean there's a way to get eggs? We're gathering moisture from the air and releasing it. Even astral arts can create water out of nothing. Will that result in the air becoming drier? I don't have to spend as much time worrying thanks to them. I'm truly grateful. Happy bottle.
Hey!
Thanks for your hard work out here. How are the crops faring?
Sure.
Oh, Kisara, I'm actually in a bit of a fix. Got a minute? Is something the matter?
Good.
Oh, I say so. Still, Kisara, that proportional physique of yours is as splendid as ever. The young lady next to you is quite a gem too. She's spin now, but she'll sure be something after someone working out.
Huh?
Oh, you mean I'm gonna be brawny like Kisara? What do you mean, Renwell? I'm not really that brawny, you know. What? Wait, what were we talking about? Didn't you need help with something? It's all related. Believe me, you and me. Those darn Zeugles on the highway are ravaging the farmlands. I fought to beat them back a few times now, but my physique just can't compete.
Yeah.
Physique aside, you shouldn't go around picking fights with monsters at your age, ma'am. So you see, I'd be mighty grateful if you kids could take care of those suckers for me. What do you say? We'll handle it.
Okay.
Don't worry, we'll take care of the Zeugles. Thanks, I appreciate it. Oh, by the way, there's also a little test for you, so good luck with that. Heh. What? A test? Oh, your muscles are more impressive the more I look at them. Heh. Hey, her eyes are kind of creepy. Are you sure about this? She does seem a bit strange, but she's in trouble. We can't just ignore her. That's what I expect from ladies with wonderful muscles like yourselves. Take care of them for me in a brawny kind of way. I appreciate the compliment, but brawny, does that mean I can only use physicals?
Yeah.
Brawny, so maybe someday me too. Reconstruction subquests can be taken in various locations throughout each region. Completing each country's reconstruction subquest will change the look of the cities and add items to the general store. Make sure to complete any quest you come across.
That woman was downright obsessed with muscles. I wonder if it has anything to do with the test.
Just what are they gonna put us through? I'm getting a little scared now.
Anyone that likes muscles is good in my book.
Toned muscles are a sign of a hard worker. That woman must have been reassured when she saw Kisara.
Seems an odd thing to place so much trust in.
Oh, you must have eggs, please.
Finally.
Well, what is it?
I found an ingredient for that new recipe.
Apples. Okay. Maybe it's the change in the environment, but it feels harder to catch a fish than it used to. However, this is where it comes down to an individual fisherman's skills. Should probably go down there and get some item. Salmon. Gold. Mackerel.
Huh. I never noticed how much people's personalities come through in their sneezes.
Opal mass. Is there a Zeugle in here? No, Nerb. Red sage. Salmon. Red Verbena.
What did you find?
Menancia always soothes my soul.
I no longer rule here, but it still pleases me to hear you say so.
You deserve some credit, man. Menancia couldn't be what it is now without your help.
He's right, Dohalim. Still, it has plenty of room to grow.
That's right. Which means our work is far from over.
Let's do everything we can to help Menancia improve, bit by bit.
Lemons. Brimores. Transcend Pebbles. An opal mass. Nice. Apples. Nice, nice.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shining enemy?
Pineapple gel. Even though it's trying to hide, Law already knew it was a shining enemy.
Brace yourselves!
I guess camping isn't so bad, as long as it's with good company.
Orange gel. Nice. Man, it's kind of weird to see a ship here. These materials in the starship belong to the Renans living on the Traslida Highway. We don't want to cause any trouble. Don't get any funny ideas. Potato.
And that's a wrap. Oh, Nazamil. I hope you weren't too bored waiting for us.
I wasn't. I had Hootle to keep me company.
I'm glad to hear that. Thanks to you too, Hootle.
Gold shells. The supplies we brought from Legas are dwindling. I knew it'd be impossible for us Renans to live all by ourselves. Maybe shall we talk to Lord Dohalim about this? We can never live with the Dahnans. We have to figure out how to live on our own. What the heck is this? We Renans who aren't comfortable with the ideology and Viscint finally found a place for ourselves in the Tidal Plains. Dahna should refrain from entering. Seriously? A neighboring rival settlement? That could be bad. Can I jump on these boxes? No! I can't.
There's the Zeugle we were asked to handle.
Pineapples. Let's take these guys on.
Out of our way!
I can carve through armor!
Inferno crossing!
Azure Storm! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, flying free! Why can't they just sit still? Shionne, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
All mine!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I hope that was alright.
There's more.
I wasn't off, was I?
No.
Oh hell, it's reinforcements!
You did that without even looking at each other.
Now!
Shionne!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
By the reinforcements incoming! Not a problem!
Rising Wyvern!
Hurricane
Strike! Light Void Blast! Strike!
Now!
You're mine! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Raging Kirito!
Fluid! Ignite! Rising Falcon! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Warrior! Fierce Evil!
Fluid Escape!
Hurricane
Rising Wyvern!
Freeze Lancer!
Strike! Void Blast! Shield!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
All right, that takes care of the Zeugles. Let's report back.
Transcend Pebbles. Tomatoes. Transcend Pebble.
Hey!
Sorry to keep you waiting. We defeated the Zeugles on the highway. Thanks a bunch, Jerry. Now I can get back to cultivating the farmland. Cultivate farmland? There seems to be plenty of rain. Now, lately, Viscint has been running a little short on food. Really? I honestly hadn't realized. Of course you didn't realize, dear. It only came out in the open recently. Viscint's been getting food to our lands, right? After all, we have more surplus than our nations. The thing is, we've given so much, too much, and it's started to impact our domestic food stores. That's no reason to withdraw our support now, is it? That's why we're forging ahead with cultivating farmland at the Department for Welfare's behest. The Renans are working hard, but we still need a few more people. I see. We have to do keep an eye on Viscint's food stores and do whatever it takes to maintain them.
Well...
So what was all that stuff about with muscles and tests you were talking about? We need more workers for a new farmland, you see, so I want to see if you were fit for a job. I apologize if I was rude. Being a farmer takes more muscles than you think. I finally get it. So the muscles and tests were for a good reason. I must say, both you and Kisara were much better candidates than I expected. What do you think about becoming farmers? It's a very rewarding job, you know? I appreciate the vote of confidence, but we have our own work to do. Still, count on us to lend a hand when we can.
Yeah,
Sure, I'll help too when our job's done. I can't do any heavy lifting, but leave astral arts to me. I've read a few books on agriculture as well. Maybe you have help on the knowledge front.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll try recruiting some able bodies from Nancia so we can tackle the problem together. Goodness, what a wonderful idea. If we put our heads in hands together, I'm sure we'll make a magnificent briny farm. Can farms even be briny?
What a pain.
I can't really imagine, but I bet it'd make for an amazing harvest. Impact ring.
That farmer put her faith in us. So we have to resolve Menancia's food problems as fast as we can.
I'll up my training regimen to make sure we don't let her down. What do you say, Rinwell? You up for a workout?
I think I'll pass.
No need to be shy. Come on, we'll start off light with 100 push-ups.
That's your definition of light?
Oh, isn't Kisara? Land's sakes, those muscles are always a sight for sore eyes.
This place is a perfect representation of Menancia.
I know what you mean. The soft grass, the rustling trees, heck, even the rocks.
Quite the picturesque location. The leaves swaying in the wind, the clouds drifting across the sky. It truly calms the soul.
You really love it here, don't you? It must feel like a second home to you at this point.
Reminiscing is all well and good, but if you boys don't get some sleep, you're going to regret it.
Seriously, you won't be able to wake up tomorrow.
One of us should stand guard. Everyone else hit the sack.
Hey, is it just me, or are Hootle and Nazamil really getting along?
Yeah, I think Hoodle's really taken a shine to her.
Huh, that fluffball's usually so picky.
You don't get along with him?
Law's just jealous because unlike you, he can't get Hootle to like him.
Are you kidding me? This ornery little owl likes to peck at my head. You hear that? At my head!
Well, Dahnan owls are a sensitive species. They're not too keen on the rowdy sort. See? Hootle says you're just not cutting it.
Come on. What do you want from me?
Don't take it too hard, Law. Every other animal loves you, right?
Oh yeah, 'cause that's a huge consolation.
I think it's good that you're appreciated. It's a lot better than being hated.
What kind of pets do you like, Nazamil?
Well, there were no animals on Lenegus, and I wasn't in a position to keep a pet on Dahna.
Oh, that makes sense. You never know. You might just have the chance someday, though.
You think so?
Definitely. You've clearly got away with animals, Nazamil. He said, there's no doubt about it.
Thanks.
Okay, as a warning, teleporting to the inn causes an event to happen immediately, even though it's not even marked. It's very annoying.
I'm hungry! So hungry! I could eat a whole horse by myself!
I bet. Speaking of dinner, I think it's Shionne's turn to cook tonight, right?
I believe so. Let's ask if she can get started sooner rather than later. If for no other reason than to settle Law down.
What? Something wrong?
Hush. They sound quite excited about something.
From what I've heard, a lot of people have been copying Kagari and Notio's wedding ceremony from last year.
Yeah, it's a traditional Renan ceremony, but ever since they got married, it's gotten super popular, even among Dahnan couples.
The whole thing was just so lovely. It was my first time attending a wedding, but I can definitely see the appeal.
Lovely, yeah. Oh, and all the food they served was delicious too.
I know, there was so much food, but everything they served was carefully chosen. And you could taste the care put into every bite. And the flowers. The arrangement they chose for Kagari's bouquet was a perfect fit for her. Also, during the banquet after the ceremony, Kagari and Notio were telling me the whole story about how they found their new house. They said it was okay if it was simple and bare bones. They just wanted a warm place where they could spend their days together. I want that too. A joyous ceremony for a loving couple starting a new life together. I guess dreams really can come true. It was a perfect day.
Sounds like someone may have been taking notes.
No, it's not like that. Anyway, Kisara, how about you?
Me? Well, I certainly don't think marriage is the most important thing in life. That said, I'll admit having a wedding ceremony does seem nice.
Really? It sounds like you both feel the same way then. Oh, speaking of which, Kisara, do you remember what you said at Kagari and Notio's ceremony? About the bouquet toss?
You mean how if you can't catch a bouquet, you'll end up always being single and alone? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. As it turns out, that isn't true at all.
What? It isn't?
Apparently not. I actually just found out recently myself. I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have mentioned it without checking first.
This is quite an interesting conversation, in more ways than one.
Seriously? Who cares about weddings and all that kind of stuff? Let's go already, I'm starving!
If we must. Personally, I feel it's rather boorish of you to spoil their fun.
Hey, you guys talking about weddings?
Oh, you three are finally back. Yeah, it turns out weddings are all the rage these days.
I have heard the same. There is no denying that Notio and Kagari's ceremony was a delightful occasion, filled with warmth and understanding.
That's for sure. Even after the ceremony was over, Shionne just kept going on and on about how nice it had been.
I don't know about that.
Really? I guess I never realized.
Law must be misremembering, that's all. Anyway, I've got a dinner to make.
Seems like it's a bit of a touchy subject for her. It would probably be best not to press her on it.
What is it, Alphen? Is something the matter?
No, sorry, I'm just realizing that there's so much I don't know. I had no idea that weddings were popular, that Shionne was so interested in them. Any of it.
Don't let it get to you. Paying attention to such things is simply not in your nature.
Damn, Dohalim! Are you trying to cheer the poor guy up or rub salt in the wound?
No, it's fine, Law. Dohalim is right. Still, it's something I need to work on. Otherwise, it could get me into real trouble in the future. Maybe someday I'll, find someone I want to marry. If my bride is someone who cares deeply about the wedding ceremony, then that means it should be important to me, too. I don't want to use my own ignorance as an excuse to make my bride-to-be do all the planning. That would be a huge burden for one person to carry, right?
That may be the case, but I'm still not sure what you're getting at.
I just think that it's important to know about weddings. Not only weddings, but marriage in general. I need to learn more about them so I can be prepared. I want to do some research and fill in the gaps in my knowledge. That way I'll have the confidence to help out and make informed decisions when the time comes. But I've never done something like this before. I have no idea where to even begin. So...
You're saying you want us to help you out? You got it! To be honest, I don't really know that much about the subject myself, though.
Thanks, Law.
Oh, speaking of which, you should definitely make sure to ask Shionne for help. There's probably nothing about nuptials that she doesn't know.
No. Sorry, but I, want to keep this a secret from her. Because, I'm doing this for my own benefit. So I want to do as much of it as possible on my own, without being a burden on anyone else. I realize I'm asking for some assistance from all of you guys, but I don't want to bother Shionne with this. If I did, then I'd end up relying on her too much. I really want to avoid that. So, I want to do this research, but I also want to keep Shionne from finding out about it. Can you help me?
Whoa, that was a whole lot of words. But I think I get what you're trying to say. You could have just said you don't want to cause trouble by not knowing anything, because you finally decided you want to marry Shionne. Ow!
You need to work on your filter, Law. You don't have to say every thought that pops into your head. You aren't a little kid, are you?
Ah! Oh. Sorry.
My. Those growing pains can sure pack a wallop.
At any rate, I think I speak for all of us when I say we are sympathetic to your cause. We shall assist in your research and keep it to ourselves. You should go about this endeavor in your own way. If you do not wish to involve Shionne at this time, then so be it. But be mindful that should she find out, you'll likely need to explain all of this to her.
The pursuit of knowledge is a noble one. I'm rooting for you, Alphen.
Thanks, all of you. I'm gonna take advantage of this opportunity to gather as much info as I can.
That was a ridiculously long skit. Shionne's diary. You can access it in the library from the menu. It'll grow longer as you progress through EX quests. Hopefully there are no more surprise cutscene or skits. Alright, is this how you write diary? I think I'll start by writing a diary today. To commemorate I'm working on the journey with everyone, or something like that. I just want us to be able to look back and think, well, that really happened, and laugh. The only thing is, I have no clue how to write a diary, so it might end up being in my word style. I can't help it since I've never written one before. Not that it really matters. I don't know if this makes sense as a topic for my first diary entry, but today we talked about weddings. It's already been over a year since we attended Kagari and Notio's amazing ceremony. A lot of people started talking in private about it, and now more people want to get married. That's nice, something positive to talk about. Also, I realized I had a big misunderstanding. Wakisara told me about how if you don't catch a bright bouquet, you can never get married. I'm glad it isn't true. It's not like it cared one way or other, but I guess it bothered me, just by a little. Speaking of which, Alphen seems strangely serious at dinner. I wonder what's going on. It's not like the food tasted bad. I mean, he got second helpings. Maybe he's thinking up a new dish. Sure has been a while since we set foot in the ranch, huh? Fast travel added. A double-sided fast travel. Oh, they're growing certain crops here too? Nice. Wait, can we actually grow crops and not just livestock here? That'd be convenient. So we have to worry about rats, but the cats will detect those.
Whoa, look who it is. Ain't seen you around here in a spell. Especially you, boy. Why don't you come around more often?
'Cause I'm busy, okay? But we're here for a reason. We heard a Zeugle has been attacking your livestock.
Oh, so you're taking over for the Service Corps, then? Why didn't you say so? I can't say I recognize you, young lady. You look pretty young for a Service Corps member.
That's because she's not in the Service Corps. She's our new friend.
Your animals were attacked?
Yes, that's right. They may just be animals, but they're my animals, and I take good care of them. But that darn Zeugle won't leave the poor things be.
And just what kind of Zeugle is it?
No clue.
You don't know?
I know it's a Zeugle because of the tracks, but even though it got a handful of my animals, I ain't actually seen it yet. I even come a-running as soon as I hear a commotion, but still ain't laid eyes on the beastie. It don't make a lick of sense.
Never would have guessed the old guy'd just throw himself into danger like that.
It keeps coming back, so I figure it must live somewhere nearby here.
Okay, we'll check around the roads.
What? Oh, it's definitely the chameleon. It wants to avenge Kelzelik.
Do you like animals too, Nazamil?
Yeah. Animals don't say mean things or throw rocks like people do.
Tofu. Why was there a random piece of tofu there? Also, I better go in and see if there's anything else. Milk. Eggs. Do these spots respawn? That would be nice if it did. Then I could get infinite eggs.
Are you okay, Nazamil?
I'm alright. I just tripped, that's all.
It only takes one untimely stumble to sprain an ankle. Keep your wits about you.
Right.
Are you hungry? It's easy to get a bit woozy on an empty stomach.
True. It might be a good idea to take a short break.
Hoodle says, make sure you take care of yourself. See? He's looking out for you too.
Right. I will. Thank you.
Nazamil has really opened up to us, hasn't she?
I think they might be doting on her a bit much, though.
It's an expression of their concern. As long as she doesn't mind and it doesn't impede her independence, I see no issue with it.
If they pamper her too much, she's gonna end up like a certain someone we know, and won't even be able to change her own clothes.
Ah, not to worry, Law. I have found that it is never too late to learn such things.
I'm not sure that's a good argument.
Let me know if you find any trampled grass or scraps of half-eaten food.
What about this?
Doesn't match up with the prints at the ranch. Must be a different Zeugle.
Keep looking, huh?
What about this footprint?
It's the wrong shape. Not fresh either.
Huh. They all look the same to me.
Keep looking. Oh, that is a ways off, but quick trouble. But the Renans would have seen it, wouldn't they?
Huh? What was that?
What about this one? Or maybe not.
No, wait. These match the ones at the ranch.
So that means...
It's nearby.
Yep. We're close.
I feel like we're being led to a trap.
We can't seem to find it anywhere.
Should be right around here. Where'd it go?
Did marker changed again? Damn.
How did the two of you become so close?
Do you mean because we're supposed to be enemies? Truth is, our positions did make us that way at first.
Once we put that aside, I think we just realized we could trust each other.
Everyone seems to care about status and circumstances. I don't know how to deal with it.
We've searched this much and there's still no trace.
They must be pretty big. They shouldn't be able to hide so well. It's almost as though...
I've got it.
Huh? Nazamil? Wait, what are you doing?
Wait here.
Whoa! Where'd that come from?
Nazamil!
An invisible Zeugle? This must be the culprit.
Let's do this!
How dare they attack the ranch?
It feels like this is personal for you.
I won't let them get away with it either.
Stay back.
Oh, I hate this thing so much. Well, the good news is that unlike the first time I had to fight it, this time I have Dolim on my side, which means triple mages and less people getting whacked by melee. Poison field though. Yeah, definitely do not want to have too many melee characters or we're just gonna get hit with status effects. Really does feel like the majority of Tales games does expect you to have triple mage setups.
Like that?
No need to imitate.
Big Phoenix attack, haha! I did not master all the Flame Edge passives yet, though. Otherwise, that probably would have dealt a bit more damage. The thing just teleports around so much. Even though it's only turning invisible, it's like it's teleporting. Even though there's no way it should be able to clear that kind of space within that within such a short time. Just one hit was enough to poison me to that extent. Yeah, let's hope recover is enough. I think poison actually is a physical ailment, but I always forget.
Hang on, I'll take care of it.
Thanks.
I need to recheck the tutorials and see which ones count as physical and magical. Problem is, when he walks backwards, he also walks into the wall, and that means it can be tough to actually get to the tail. Maybe better to use more aerial arts just so that if it does do the poison, I have a greater chance of escaping.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Glacial Spear! Piercing! Illuminate the dark!
Big fire! I'm not sure what the total damage was. It's hard to pay attention to total damage, but it looks like it was actually pretty decent. Would have been more if I had upgraded more passives and had more health at the time. Okay, now it's an over limit, not good. However, strange thing is, the over limit phase actually does not last that long. Probably just so you actually have a chance to use the anti-ramming attack. Surprisingly, the scream attack does not deal too much damage to me. Maybe it's because of the timing? I'm not sure. Well, I managed to get boost breaks in time. That's good. So, go back to long distance strategy and attack. Don't leave, I said long distance, you idiot. I don't even have a single physical art stat on you. Dude. And it's got paralyzed gas now. Seriously, these guys would not. The ally AI would not survive COVID with the way they just like to get next to the enemy like that.
I'm not sure how you do it.
Even with long distance setups. Glad Kisara's charged up in time for the second ramming attack. Now I can punish. God damn, I didn't get paralyzed, did I? I think I survived, but... Haha!
Instant impact block.
I'll teach you to spam invisibility.
A Zeugle that can turn invisible. That explains why no one had seen it.
Nazamil, I'm impressed you figured that out.
And I'm disappointed you didn't. You literally fought this Zeugle before and should be familiar with its tricks. You fought multiple Zeugles like that, in fact.
I just thought about what everyone was saying, and had a hunch.
It must have figured it was safe when hidden. It didn't expect an invisible opponent.
Should I not have done that?
To be honest, I'd prefer you didn't take such big risks. However, if you hadn't done that, that Zeugle could have taken us out before we even knew what was happening. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, gang. Let's let Bogdell know his Zeugle problem is taken care of. Well, Nazamil, you seem to be in a good mood.
It feels good to be thanked by someone, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder if that invisibility trick requires both light and dark in order to pull it off. Transcend Pebble. Yes, that's would explain why Rinwell wouldn't be able to replicate it, nor would Dohalim. You got rid of Zeugles, thanks, I really appreciate it. Sure, I can't use astral arts, but I can do big things with these muscles, haha.
Wait, someone's fallen over there.
Bogdell? Bogdell! Hey, Bogdell!
Is that you, boy?
What happened?
Right after you left, that Zeugle came. I thought I had him, but he got the drop on old Bogdale.
These wounds are bad. He needs healing right away, or...
That man. Is he a friend of yours?
A friend? Well, at the very least, he's always been good to me.
Understood.
Nazamil.
Jeez.
Bogdale?
What happened? I thought I was a goner.
Those wounds were mortal, but they healed in an instant. Incredible.
Was I of use?
Absolutely. Look.
Are you the one who saved me?
Yes.
You don't say. I owe you my life, young lady. Thank you so much.
You've got my thanks too. You really are amazing, Nazamil.
See? There are people out there who appreciate you. And there always will be.
Anyway, now that we've completed the job, we should go back to the city and tell Legil.
What kind of healing art was that? Oh no! What the heck was that? Why is there hollow juice? Oh no. This is bad.
To think it would attack while we were out searching for it.
Yeah, I thought he was a goner for a minute.
Thank goodness we had Nazamil with us.
Or is it did no one see that juice? Oh no. Is that puddle still there? Who got hollowed? Can animals get hollowed? The hollow juice is still there, guys. Thanks, don't forget to come by, alright? Okay, and now I can do farming stuff again, but seriously, someone address this now. We can literally see the juice still. No one cleaned it up. What got hollowed? One of our livestock, or maybe... Ugh. The beginning and the end, so they should be raised with love and gratitude. Livestock farmers should never forget that. How could a sovereign spell hollow someone like that? Is it similar to what Volron used? Since Volron is apparently able to do his own hollowing process. It could be related somehow. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and maybe try the game for yourself.